Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there right now have heard about the drama going on between both Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and how they are being perceived by the general public after they deleted and disabled various comments related to Jeffrey Epstein, the Epstein files, etc. on their social media platforms, including X/Twitter, really raising a lot of eyebrows for a lot of people out there, and how it's really not so surprising when you have a lot of Hollywood celebrities, whether it's specific actors like Robert De Niro or Jane Fonda, or many others like Tom Hanks out there, trying to come out and defend and go into damage control mode for Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. And now you have Stephen King going off the rails, going into a full-blown nervous breakdown over what's been going on social media for Bill Clinton and more. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. Now, yes, this is the same Stephen King that openly lied about Charlie Kirk and said those terrible things about him in September, just after his assassination, and how that was actually something that really backfired, quite frankly, on his career, to the point that books were being taken off store shelves. I mean, that's how bad it got for Stephen King, and he even lost a lot of cameo roles for some of his upcoming films and TV shows and more. However, now Stephen King is really going off at MAGA, Trump supporters, Republicans, just anybody that so happens to have a different political opinion than him, that are beginning to question Bill Clinton's social media activity. And let's get into this, because it is actually quite something. Now, we know one thing about Stephen King is that he is absolutely not there. He's absolutely insane. He's right up there with Robert De Niro, if not worse. I would definitely go as far to say that he's worse than Robert De Niro, but let's discuss. Now, with both the film and music industry going through a very struggling time right now, due to the many celebrities that represent them getting way too overly political and pushing their anti-Trump agenda, one major development going on now involves more to do with the Bill Clinton drama after he deleted and disabled Epstein-related comments on social media, as well as Hillary Clinton. Now, author Stephen King decided to jump in and go off and actually offer his outlandish take on the Bill and Hillary Clinton situation. King delivered the following: I am so disgusted with the way Americans are spreading up outright lies right now about both Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, who are very great figures in our society that have made the country a better place. The intense bullying that I have seen going on toward Bill and Hillary, just know, this is all coming from the MAGA cult, and Trump himself claiming that Bill had ties to Epstein and did some wrongdoing. You are all crazy right-wing lunatics to go off on Bill Clinton, obsessing over his social media activity. It is so obvious that he only disabled and deleted comments to tone down the noise. This has nothing to do with any shred of proof of Bill Clinton doing anything wrong with Epstein. The problem with MAGA, and here lies the problem, is that they are using the Epstein files as a distraction from Trump's failed policies and his exposed lies to the American people. Right-wingers will never get it, now will they? Those of us with common sense aren't falling for your BS. For MAGA to go out there calling that what Bill did was suspicious is beyond grasping at straws. It is laughable at this point. You are all clowns, part of a clown show and a circus. So let me just stop there about what Stephen King is saying. Now, he always loves to use the word clown. So does Robert De Niro. They all parrot each other. Let's be very real about this. But one thing that Stephen King is missing here is that it is very much suspicious. Look, I've said this so many times, and I'm sorry if this is getting tiresome, but it would be one thing if Hillary Clinton did this on her own and Bill Clinton did not. It's very suspicious that they both did this simultaneously to the second of disabling and deleting comments on X/Twitter, and even a lot of users out there reporting getting blocked by, of course, those accounts for bringing up Jeffrey Epstein. And that really just goes to show you that there's something going on. Now, this all comes in the midst of the GOP actually asking them in for questioning related to their whole relationship of Jeffrey Epstein before in the past, and what they know about the Epstein situation and more. Now, he goes on to actually continue, and I'm glad MAGA is getting called out for their bold claims of Bill and Hillary Clinton's social media activity. It has nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, to do with Epstein. You can twist your stories all you want, he says. But we are not falling for that. Bill and Hillary would never do something so wrong as you would believe, and it's irresponsible to convince people otherwise. It's time for all of you to shut the F up already and grow up. This is why Elon Musk is also out of control here, allowing MAGA to come out and to actually come to so many conclusions about Bill Clinton's social media accounts. You are all pathetic right-wingers that know nothing else other than to bully other people, and you all should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm assuming MAGA was raised terribly throughout their childhood, and this is the end result. Makes sense since Trump acts like a child. Just look at how he turned Charlie Kirk's memorial into a full-on political rally to gear up for the 2026 midterms. Now guys, again, I mean, there goes Stephen King, really bringing up Charlie Kirk again, dragging his name into this. Is it really necessary? It's not. And we know that they're going to always do this. They're always going to drag in past events, past, dramatic moments in history that's going to fuel their overall rhetoric, their overall agenda, their narrative, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it. But one thing about Stephen King is for sure is that he is literally crazy. I mean, the things that he actually goes on rants about, it really just makes you wonder, how did this man get so far into actually creating and publishing books out there? And look, granted, some of his books are major classic hits. We can't actually deny that. We can't actually, lie about that. But when you're looking at him as a person, as a human being, he's quite terrible. Now, moving onwards, he goes on to conclude, it was a disaster, he says, and don't even get me started on Erica Kirk. You all need to cut it out and stop obsessing over Bill Clinton's social media. You clowns need to realize it has nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein or Bill's attempt at hiding something. You are all truly delusional, and I refuse to buy into any of what MAGA is saying here. And there you have it. I mean, Stephen King, once again, it seems like he was, bottled up with emotions and really just had to let something out. That's what it really sounds like. But no, this is just how he always acts. This is typical Stephen King. For those of you that are new to hearing anything coming from Stephen King, this is how he is all the time. Now, one thing about the whole Bill Clinton thing is that a lot of celebrities and big names out there, we're talking like Robert De Niro, Jane Fonda, Tom Hanks, and more, they're getting very, very defensive over people calling this out, people putting a lot of pressure on the Epstein files and everything to do with Jeffrey Epstein, and really calling out Bill Clinton's and Hillary Clinton's suspicious social media activity, because it is suspicious. We have to be very real about this. The fact that they did that at the same exact time, right after the GOP said what they had to say about both Bill and Hillary, and asking them in for questioning, and how that is moving forward now at a rapid rate, it's going to be a very interesting couple of days, or the next couple of weeks, hopefully not months. Hopefully this all, is made very, very clear exactly what's there, what's in the files, and more in as little as a few weeks. But overall, I would like to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments. Everything related to the whole Epstein file situation and to Bill Clinton's social media activity, and how you got a lot of celebrities out there defending him and really just going into full-on damage control mode. But if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I'll catch you guys later.